Another assignment. Great. What is it this time? Another rich lord wanting me to tutor their dim-wit kin who have no interest in the knowledge of my library? Or is it some snot-nosed brat caught stealing books? Why is there never a quiet moment here for me? Lieutenant Farron, tell me, what is it exactly that the governess has requested of me this time?
Archivist Astor. Yes, Governess Tylock has requested that you assess the captive of yesterday's event. Evidently, the person in question claims to come from another world, and knows nothing about how they got to Grestinfell, or even the capital of Greska, for that matter. The governess has noted your deep knowledge of the library and your exquisite techniques of gathering information as useful to this case. She asks that you prod and learn all you can from this person to make sure that they aren't a threat to the city or Grestinfell.
I see. But of all the people, she chose me? I'm just a librarian and a tutor. I know nothing of softcore interrogations.
Governess's orders, sir.
Fine. So be it. Just tell her not to expect any miracles. So you must be the culprit yesterday's light show. A gross display of arcane prowess. Tell me, how did you come about such a high-level spell? Are you a warlock? A mage? A practitioner of any known arcane arts? Yes, I've been made aware that you don't know of the circumstances of your apprehension. So quit your incessant whining. It makes my eardrums hurt. Why are you looking at me like that? Is there something funny about your current situation? What? What am I? That's the most outrageous thing I've ever heard. What do I look like? I'm a lizardfolk. I know I'm rare in these parts, but damn, you look as if you've seen something out of place. Perhaps you have. Tell me, where are you from? Earth? Never heard of it. What? No, you are not in space, and I'm not some alien. Preposterous. Buffoon. So what you're telling me is that you're not from this realm, aren't you, human? I find this rather intriguing, actually. I will press further into these matters. But first, tell me. You look somewhat sickly. Are you feeling all right? Well, fine then if you insist. At least drink some water. For God's sake, I don't want some off-worlder hurling onto my library floors. But back to the matters at hand. Tell me, what is this Earth like? Well, I assume it's similar to this plane of existence. Being able to support basic humanoid life is rare in the amount of off-world ecosystems. I'm partial to studying the heavens, so I would know. Why yes, I am quite knowledgeable. I make my business to know almost everything about everything. There's something that you know that I don't. I doubt that, but go ahead, try me. What's your name? Well, that's just ludicrous. Of course I wouldn't know your name. I could ask you the same thing. Why, yes, my name is Astor. Yeah, but you only know that because you heard the guard outside say it. Although, that technically is a way to gather information. Clever human. Fine. If I may ask, what is your name? Well, you already know mine, it would seem. So, now that we are acquainted, please, you have piqued my curiosity. And, so be flattered because that's a rare thing to do. What is your world like? Tell me. Interesting. Interesting indeed. And do all the people on this earth of yours look as illustrious as you? What? No, that wasn't a compliment. I'm asking for research purposes. It's the reason why I'm here, after all. So, that's not a definite answer. But I guess I'll come back to that later. Huh? Where am I from? Why do you want to know? Well, when you arrive in a different world, I assume the first thing you want to know is how to get back to your own, not about the walking bipedal reptilian man in front of you. Well, fine. If you must know, I'm from south of the Milshale Marshes. Not that you would know where that is. Well, it's where most of my kind originate from. Our reptilian bodies like the climate. But I decided to trade comfort for books. Learning and teaching is my passion. Although, the people in the upper end of the city don't take well to the latter of my preferences. It would seem that the common folk of today's nobility of Greska have all become a bit stupid. And a lizard has more of a primed brain than the bourgeoisie of Grestinfell. Tell me, human, do you like books? Ones of secrets, hidden knowledges, arts and rites, cultures and societies, crafts and spells. The interwoven web of secrets unknown just waiting to be discovered. Well then, on some level we may see eye to eye. You have the pleasure to be in the capital of all knowledge in Greska, the Jaden Temple Archives. Flattered, I'm sure. You know, I quite like your style, Off-Worlder. Perhaps I can convince the governess to give your custody over to the Jaded Temple, so that we may continue your research into your history. Well, yes. It's not every day a fascinating wealth of unknowns teleports its way into your world. Color me greatly excited to learn all I can from you. Anywho, I would implore you to consider asking the guards to take you to a cleric. Your condition from earlier seems to be worsening. Perhaps the shock of traversing the barrier between worlds is a bit much for the mortal body to handle. I have read of astral sickness. Allow me to... yes?
Yes. Archivist Aster. We have considered what you said before, and are happy to tell you that we have found replacements for your job here.
Well, actually,
No need for you to thank us. We have assigned Archivist Dinkelberg to be your substitute in these matters.
Dinkelberg? Look, that fool can't tell a dictionary from a spell tome, even if you labeled it in clear common. And there are more pressing matters to attend to. I need to take this individual to a cleric immediately. You can tell Governess Tylock I am taking watch of the captive until they have made a recovery. And if she disagrees, tell her to meet me in the infirmary and tell me herself. Good day. Here, lean on my shoulder and follow me. I'm taking you to the Jaded Temple's medical facility. The monks here get injured and sick all the time, so we have the best of the best when it comes to healing. We'll get you better in no time. Well, don't think of it. It's rare that someone actually listens to me talk, especially about all the books. So, I'm just making sure that a good listener makes a speedy recovery. Now, up with you. The sooner you get better, the sooner I can feel better too. Come on. This is not how I thought today was gonna go. At least it's not another boring day of teaching someone else's bratty children. I wonder,